cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Off-play action. Brown. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Waters. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Wheatley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
10 yards. Good for his Saints, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, Brown. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Off the play fake. Brown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Brown now, operating from the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Off play action. Vernon. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Throwing on first down, Vernon. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Vernon. This will be caught. Inside the 10.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And a give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Vernon. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From a yard out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. They'll run on first down. Wheatley flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Brown off the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Vernon. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good balance.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Vernon. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Looking to throw. Vernon looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Waters. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Brown on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Number 86, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Brown. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, Vernon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. Vernon. The catch made by Miller. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Brown on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wheatley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first and 10, Brown. Off the right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Street's got it, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Looking to throw. Brown. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Throwing on first down. Vernon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Brown now, throwing on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College? High school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's What's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Vernon. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Operating from the gun. Vernon. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
Singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about... ...5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Brown from the gun. He'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Waters. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Brown. And Street's got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brown. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
Now Brown on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Brown, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cameron, the intended receiver there.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, They give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, Beatty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Back to throw. Vernon. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Pass interference, defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.